Nghe PUBG lù về chứ. Lẹp lẹ đứng hết tăng. Kìa. Lẹp lẹ bốc mình ngô. Chắn này là hiện. Cắt chắn nào là hiện cần. Xe là. Đó. Đó. Lẹp.
Feed. Mania did go down to the team now. FS Esports again. I do believe they left it a bit too late. They do have a few hay bales. Oh my goodness. One more bullet or a gust of wind would have taken K47 off his feet.
Oh, it certainly would have. But look at crazy. So I love this lad. Another grenade. Just following suit. Needs to get that finish completed. But for Hyderabad Hydras down there, all pins it down to one particular direction. One more grenade and the entire could go out in a jiffy.
Because, well, looks like BB are going to be coming under fire, and it's going to be Nick Galaxy taking the fight straight to them. And have a look at how many burning vehicles you have around that little shack. Have a look at how many already. The question is, are the boys from Nigma Galaxy going to add to that little death count? Because, well, they are taking a fight against the enemy, and now the Autobots, as we mentioned earlier, are going to be pushing in on OR Esports' position. I like what they're doing. Grenades are coming in. Aditya realizes something went clonk right next to him. He's going to reposition himself. Perfect timing over here from the lad.
I love this, but you know what I would love more is a little bit of a smoke coming in from OR Esports. Need to get Aditya back up on the feet, but no. Damage also takes down Aru in the process.
It is going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Mr. Ideal is going to go in. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. Orva coming in from the other side. It's going to be 1-on-1 as it's going to be a Funky on the other side of this warehouse. And, well, Orva on this side. Now, the thing is, Revive is coming in. Aru is going to be relaying this information. The sounds are going to be given out. The shots are going to be fired. The barrel is going to do all the talking. Yes, it does. He does connect. Cover, unfortunately, Orva's UMP is the one that is going to make sure they're still in this game. 7 finishes for themselves. Or
by Orva in that particular situation as Akshat's tail crawling in. I do not know how he still survived, but still he's breathing at this point, has made it inside the circle as Hyderabad Hydras and INS can fight at any given moment.
Overextend just a little bit. Looks like his teammate went down as well, and Akshat is the one who is going to be relentless. In fact, he does get a couple of finishes for himself. His position has been given away, but lucky for him, that bush is going to come in handy. Now he slings his way to the left. He patches himself up, and we talked about this lad on our screens. 4 finishes for himself, 5 for the team of Team Soul, and now Fixes. He is hungry for more, the unsung hero for Team Soul.
Indeed he is, but look at Onyx finally surviving with a sliver of HP. Gets taken down by Orva. He is on a rampage now at this particular moment as Autobots. Mr. IGL extending a little too much and had to pay that hefty price.
He did pay the price. Are still going to have to fend off against Hyderabad Hydras, but looks like Maxi's taken down, and now they are going to have a little bit of fresher breath there heading their way. Apollo switching to that DP28, making sure the stability comes in play, and well, as far as the Hyderabad Hydras is concerned, then there was only one.
Then there was only get inside the circle somehow, as it is in a no man's land. And now, considering the fact that they have 3 players, 9 finishes, a very promising game so far, these lads, as they have to pick their way up from down below. But now, at this given point, Soul Akshat, he's still alive, he's still breathing. He can get inside the circle, but needs to watch out for the boys of INS from far behind us. Manti did see that coming from miles afar.
Oh, he did indeed, and Hyderabad Hydras are going to be saying bye-bye in the 5th position with 5 finishes for themselves. Now, Autobots, they are going to make the move. They've got to be careful about Apollo's position because they know where MJ and Dreams are. But the thing is, Apollo could be a little bit of a thorn as shots are going to be fired as MJ is going to reload on the move. And of course, where you see smoke, chances are you are going to lay down some lead. And knock has come in, and a lucky shot could connect and give him yet another.
Now, Enigma Galaxy somehow, against all odds, making sure they have that little bit of a smoky trail, have made it inside the circle. This is where Apollo is well stationed. He knows where the boys from Autobots are. He knows that they're going to try and push in, wants to stop them at their path, wants to keep them at bay at this particular moment. But look at Autobots. They're also creeping in. Everyone one with the nature, as finally Enigma Galaxy are taking some fire from elsewhere.
They are, and Apollo, like a coiled viper, ready to strike, can do it at the right moment, because I do believe MJ's position once again has been given away. Orba's going to go out, Dreams, you better move, and of course he's going to be blown. He smithereens as he's brought down onto his bloody knees, and Orba's going to make sure he capitalizes on that finish. Are going to be hurled in his direction, but INS probably from the other side. There you have it. Crazy Soul is going to be playing spoilsport as MJ is taken down, and now Apollo. Well, we know that he can take the weight of the world on his shoulders, but can he survive under this pressure?
And this is where Crazy Soul, the revivals are already being given, and Enigma Galaxy, they're anticipating this push coming in from Shade from the backlines. Is a punching bag as Crazy Soul gets one. Can he get the other? Yes, he does.
Oh,
no! As Apollo makes a standoff and somehow comes out swinging.
Shane would have known that someone's at this tree. He just pretty much gave his life up, and that was a big blunder, but Solakshat still surviving till the end, and well, the god himself, Apollo, is here to make a statement. Now, he does have the bush for lucky for him, fixes the gods above. Well, they are his friends after all. They're going to be sending a drop in his direction, but looks like shots are going to be fired, and well, Autobots are looking good at this point.
Does get the MG3. When Soul, God knows who's blessing them from above. They've made it. He's not going to move a muscle at this point. Every player of Autobots is just passing by. Oh, he's going to watch them all. He knows there's someone on the backline still hasn't broken out as Apollo gets abolished. And there you have it. The shots coming in. One player down already. But look at your backlines.
Well, he is going to be looking at the backline. He's going to go for another finish. It's not assembled in the last game over here in Wrangle. They are going to be taking that chicken dinner home, and well, as we do head into the post-match segment powered by a Loco, they're going to be a happy bunch of people.
Oh, they certainly will be as we take a look at the point standings. Autobots and Norva just gave this man the icon MVP away.
100%.
The way he's played, but Akshat so relentless, never giving up and making sure. This is why I consider him the best player from Team Soul, right? Given the opportunity, when the time arrives, he always steps up. Now, Team Soul, they were kind of clobbered in from every possible direction, but this man still survived till the end.
See, Goblin, of course, is one of their front runners as far as his gunplay is concerned, but Akshat has that intelligence. He knows when to do what, and that, of course, is why he is one of the best IGLs out there as well. But Team Soul, second position for them, 17 points, sharing it with Enigma Galaxy, who has 7 finishes in this game. Now, Team INS. Oh my goodness, I kind of think they kind of threw this away. Shane was a bit oblivious, maybe a bit of miscommunication, but now let's find out who is going to be crowned the IQ MVP. It isn't going to be Orba, who of course even I kind of thought might have got it. It's going to be Apollo himself, 5 finishes, 1,026 points of damage.
Oh indeed, and he's been amazing so far. We're going to talk so much about that fight, and I understand what INS were trying to pull off over there, but Enigma Galaxy, again, pretty late inside the circle. We could see from their body language that they were playing a little bit slow. They knew that the hardship is going to be there. But taking a look at the top 5 leaders, there you have it, Orva on the second spot.
And of course, he's going to be joined by INS's Crazy Soul as usual, because once this guy starts rattling off those shots, well, he is nigh unstoppable. 4 matches, 3 assists for himself, 931 points of damage, and of course, Akshat and the Fox are going to be joining him as well. But now let's have a look and see exactly what happened, because the match summary is popping up, and well, looks like we do have 6 grenade finishes, but it was the bullets that were doing all the talking.
Oh, indeed they were. And at this, given game that we had in front of us, it got so chaotic, right? It's all begun with that first fight that we had, the proper 4v4 INS and Team EXO. And we were talking about EXO having a really good time, and suddenly it all went into folly, right? They were not prepared to contest for the center and had to pay a hefty price.
Well, now we're going to have a visual representation of the finishes and the damage, and well, as far as the big teams that did go in and take those fights, damage is going to be pretty much even Stevens, with the 1922 being the highest at this point. And let me tell you one thing, except for the Autobots, a lot of other teams did have a fair share of the finishes, But what always stands out is, again, Team XO. Boy, I mean, they were just getting caught left, right, and center. It's the rotations, once again, fix this, as we are going to be moving into the overall standings. And, well, the Autobots are going to move up to the 6th position.
Now, this is what we love about them, right? The final game comes in, they get everything that they have, channel their inner souls, and there you have it at the 6th spot. But Team Soul finally building up a very healthy lead over Global Esports, considering how they've been playing. But Hyderabad Hydras have finally managed to pick up pace, have entered into the top 8 again.
I mean, it's like a little love-hate relationship, right? Because yesterday they came up to the first page, they went back down. Today they came up to the first page, they went back down. Now at the end, they're in a position where we've kind of seen them most comfortable. But, Fixes, with 2 days of action remaining, with 12 games in hand, we are now at the midway point, and oh boy, things are going to get even hotter from here on forth.
Oh, indeed it is. And now look at the difference between all these teams out here, right? XP, Hyderabad Hydras at the 91st points over here with the 8th position, but on the 9th, maybe, after we get a little bit of a, insight on that second page, and there you have it, Big Brother Esports at 89 points, and till Hydra Official, or maybe Enigma Galaxy or 7C, it's still out in the open.
Hey man, I mean, all right, now I'm not going to rule out our esports and Team Kinetic just yet, because yes, they have a monumental task ahead of them, right? I mean, it's David versus Goliath at this point. But again, I wonder what they're going to do tomorrow, because like I said, I do believe the 16th place position goes away with 1 lakh, which again is a lot of money. But when you compare it to 70, it is pretty much just a fraction. Now, what I want to say is, maybe what you had anticipated early on, maybe some of these teams could do it, because, even if they do go in to spoil the party for someone and, bring one of the big boys down, if they get those finishes, they might just climb higher and get a bigger chunk of that moolah all for themselves.
Now, today we've been talking about that little disparity between the teams. Finally that lead being built up, and Team Soul has had a phenomenal day in the office so far. But Global Esports, I really thought towards the end a little bit of a consistency was much needed, but especially how it was INS, it was Hyderabad Hydras, it was Autobots. I think 5-6 teams will find really prime position.
He ruined it for Hyderabad Hydras. They were still a 4-man squad. He took out 2 of those members, and, just as soon as they the numbers were depleted, and that's when INS capitalized. But now I am going to talk about the INS situation. This is segment later on. But the thing is, what 2 teams kind of stood out for you in this round?
Of course, I mean, talking about INS at this point, right, you were kind of taken aback. And I could get it why. Because there, Shane was trying to be the diversion, right? He was the one who wanted to have the entire attention of the 2 players of Enigma Galaxy towards him. Now, it could have played out into perfection had they done that at the same time. Had both the players been shooting at his direction at the same time, had Crazy Soul struck, that could have been the changing point.
I kind of feel as soon as the vehicle went, he went a bit too quick. Because the distance between Crazy Soul was a bit too much. And yeah, I get it. Still, you want to still lay down some lead because you know where the enemy is. Sure, there's smoke all around you, but you know there's a massive tree. You can kind of use that as your guiding light in the distance. And you know that they're going to be behind him because this is the information that Crazy Soul would have been giving him. So when he hit the ground, when he lay prone, his entire body was pretty much visible. Had he been a bit to the left, it could have been something else. But again, buts and ifs and maybes, coulda, woulda, shoulda is what we like doing. But, you know, it was a little bit of a mistake that I think they are going to be repenting about right now.
At the end of the day, it did come down to a 1v1 battle, which Crazy Soul clearly lost against Apollo. He was just the better man. But there's another fight that I really want to talk about. Autobots against OR Esports. Now, once that happened, we really saw the players of OR Esports keeping the players of Autobots at bay. But the smokes, had they come in, could have completely changed the tides of the battle.
It could have indeed. But again, that is the beauty of this tournament. You have your ups, you have your downs. And of course, it wouldn't have been possible without BGMI Crofton and our lovely sponsors, Aiku and Loco, which means for the last time before we are done, let's have a look and see how to slay your dragon.
Watch it, earn it.
Alrighty, now you all know what to do because you have to slay your dragons, and if you want to do that, then you head over to Loco and start your esports career as well. And as you can see, Fixes already has his little gadget with him. We were trying to contemplate as to which teams we are going to showcase, which we still will come to in a bit. But remember, get yourselves one of these. The Ico Neo 6s is going to be awesome. Now, we are going to head into the analysis segment. Of course, I do believe we are going to talk about the Autobots at this moment. And we have to talk about that engagement with OR Esports. Orva, as we talked about, was the MVP in that moment, taking 3 of them out.
Yeah.
But for now, let's have a look and see how all these teams were running around in the map of Erangel.
For sure. And we've been talking about Autobots. We all do know where they tend to drop over, right? They tend to go towards Primos. They did not make a lot of rotation this time around. They were just holding on. Now, this is where they racked up a majority of their finishes to their names, right? There you can see. Now, they held on to this spot for a lot time, but before that, they were also here.
I want to point it out, exactly. Now, before they came to the ferry pair, have a look at that. So, Orva does go down. They, in fact, come back up north of that ridge for that little house. Right over there, right next to the drop spot, right? But they realized there were too many teams in front of them. So I do believe that little rotation they took down south to the ferry pair was phenomenal.
Yeah, and it did also help them, keeping that little bit of a shoreline for themselves while all the other teams come in, right? This is where Global Esports decided to step in. This is also where WSF also comes in. We did have that fight prolonging for quite a long time, and Seoul also, as a matter of fact. And towards the end, there you can see, this is the part where they took that fight against OR Esports, and they never looked back after that. But there's another team, XP, that we really have to talk about is Nigma Galaxy. This was one of those teams that did majority of the heavy lifting. Now, as I zoom out a little bit, you can see all the way from that eastern side, they make their rotation from Lipovka.
Now, if you quickly go back and zoom in where they finally were put on the ground, have a look at that rotation coming in along the circle because, they went on the right flank, went back. They knew that little shack of death along that place. But again, Fixes, anything else that you want to point out real quick?
I think it was, again, Team Soul's rotation, especially how Akshat really kept himself alive in that situation. He was not cool. They could have fired a few bullets. There were moments, and there was one player of Autobots lying behind him, right? While 2 of them were him, and he got a little bit of a...
Well, now here's the thing. Complacency might just set in, but we are not going to be complacent because we are going to giveaway winners coming up on the screens, and looks like it's going to be Akshay Birla, 3A. Vikas Yadav, Himanshu. Interesting, that's a unique name. I've heard of Himanshu, but Himanshu, that's a nice name. Praneeth N, Ayush Agarwal again. Maybe they're 2 Ayush Agarwals again. I know for another Ranga Chehel, so it's fine. And of course, Gaurav Pradhan, congratulations.
Of course. Now, what
told me that we could not enter, and have a look at that. That dude gets a t-shirt, man.
Yeah, and Singh, Dhanjay Jagtap, Atul Kumar, Dilip Das, Shubha. You've got Angad Singh Rajput.
Yeah, so what's up? How's it going, buddy? For a sec. Singh and Narang as well. Congratulations, you have some nice BGMI merch coming your way. I want to see my
Cheat Sage, Swapnil Upadhyay, Himanshu Raj Bora again, and Guru Raj Salunke, Shivam Bhardwaj, and Mudassir Ahmed.
Take this one. But we do have some more winners, and well, congratulations to Tanmay, Mon Patel, Shravan S. Pillai, Abhishek Kumar Singhji. Wow, Abhishek Kumar Singhji. How are you doing, sir? And of course, Electric Mac Gunavat. Congratulations, you are going to be having a nice time. Make sure you rep yourselves out in public.
Of course, now the final 10, right? Rohan Singh, Digant Tonpe, Subir Singh, Manish Sirohi. Then you've got Rudra
Mr.
Kumar Mishra, Mr. Manish Sirohi, and Rahul Bias. And we've got a Sachin Rao. Then we've got Vikash Banwari, Mayur Solanki, and Eagle God. Interesting name.
Imagine if Rahul was a commentator. Would he be biased?
I mean, could have been. A lot of them are.
I know, I get it. That wasn't my best joke, but again, congratulations to have a good time representing your favorite game out in public. But day 2 is over. We are at the mid. They're going to get better tomorrow.
It indeed will be. Now teams have to really research on how they've got to take down the team. So same goes for teams like OR as well.
Absolutely, it is going to be a prize for some teams, and it might just be a little. So, with your permission, we are going to be bidding you adieu. So, from Fixes, Arca, I, and everyone here at a good night. But remember, the action starts at the same time, and we will see you there.
Ja. Spoil mycket om det. Silverstone. where?
Let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time. Cover me! Reloading! Cover me! The Red in the lead.
Let's set that top.
Reloading! Nice shot! Cover me! Cover me! Reloading! Dead! Red team is in the lead.
Be careful. You're
Killing spree for the blue team! Target down! Clear!
Trố mà nè. Một cái chút. Pí để đây đó.
Let's go.
Clear! spree for the blue team! Watch out! Dead! Expired! Kill! Cover me! Clear! Watch out! Reloading! Clear! Cover me! The blue team is in the lead. Enemy down! Expired! Target down! Reloading! Nice shot!
Great! You're about to win!
The blue team is about to win. Cover me! Expired! Killed! Reloading!
Blue team victory!
Oh, room don. Hey. Phone cái charge rồi. 9:30 à. Phone cái charge lúc ngay. Extra cái là tao mà cái chứ. Nên tao cho sai là. Buồn cái gì. Hacker mình không delete chép tuồng. Hả? No add rồi. Okay, okay. Chào tao cái chứ.
Editor. Five 769. Five 769. 2 and 5769. 589. 589. 589. 653. 653. B2K Locky. Rồi đây tao chắc. Xong cái render là tụ live session chỉ nó ngồi lại cái run live fail mấy gì sao run lướt rõ khe lắm
Hello. Lúc sau thì có đủ máu không? Hello. Nên cặp cho mình là phone thằng chú cặp cho phone mình. Làm chú bỏ chú. Nên cặp nó về dem.
PM. Nimo y elawan 30 akha share YouTube akha. Kami kami kana host dona share. Like to mo. Ton kuna host dona. Kan valut wall do mi. Valut ho do mi. Va en like PW le elawan da me yang. PW le mo. Nghe kha. Password don da me. PW le Karon hey close ang ID hello close siya nga
Copy lang. Nine,
no hindi
nine,
no
9:45 ha. Turnip खेल के गिर गया.
Sines to ka hey SFD ka evening em close ID
Lo zero.
loko
Ah,
86106
ah.
40
जो पासवर्ड देंगे. Password.
no password ka 123
Ah. Password 123 123
password 123
40.
8610640 86106 86106 86106
123. Hello.
Yes.
Room Ludbe.
Okay.
Helvezo
Kasman
ila.
hal.
ID kan type kalian. One two three. Password. Raw lutang mo.
Cho tiếng giải ta nung doon.
Dudu na kanom how doon.
Lut. Room. One, two, three. Tara, alang ka. Slot tang omangu. Ko ngayon Loki. Zo Loki. Ah? Bên đường đơn và đến tờ lệ bốc bốc đó đi. Phun Taris needed. Mo. hikan ya tame min accept lo chuan chanera ka an sapang sum thum che ka life ka